So here I have my monthly KPIs across sales, profit, customer growth, customer satisfaction, and monthly sales. What I'm going to do is transform this data into a dashboard, which is a lot easier to track and much easier to read. So let me show you how we do that. So the first thing we're going to do is create a new sheet. Let's just call it dashboard. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the sheet. So select this corner button right here, and then I'm going to go with a light gray. And then on the left-hand side on the first column, I want to create a navigation bar. So what I'm going to do is select the first column, change the color to, let's say, blue, and just make it a little bit bigger. And the first thing I'll do is enter the company logo. So you can do that by going on Insert, Pictures, and then I'm going to select the image which is already saved on my device. So I've gone ahead and added my company logo. The next thing I'm going to do is add a couple of icons which will be clickable, which will make navigation across the different sheets a lot more easy. So to do that, go on Insert, go on Icons, and I'm going to search for data. I'm going to select these two right here. And now it's just a case of formatting on the left-hand side, which I'll do very quickly. So I've dragged the icons to the left-hand side. I've made this color white, so it's easy to see. If you want to change this to white as well, an easy way to do that is select this one, go on Format Painter, this button right here, and then just select this one, so it's white. And the way we make this clickable is by right-clicking, going on Link, and we want to select the relevant sheet. So this will be linked to the dashboard, and this one right here will be linked to the data sheet. So let's test it. If I was to press this icon, it takes me to the data sheet. And then what you can do is copy the entire column, so Control C, and then paste it into your data sheet. So again, you can navigate back to the dashboard very easily. The first thing we're going to do is create a box at the top on this dashboard. So to do that, go on Insert, go on Shapes, then select a rectangular shape with cornered edges, and then select it all the way at the top as such. And then we're going to right click and fill it to a white color. We want no outline. And I also want to create a shadow. So I'm going to right click, go on Format Shape. And then under this option right here, under Effects, I'm going to go on Shadow. I'm going to select the first one and then press X. So it gives you a bit of a shadow effect. Now I'm just going to type something into the first box. I'm going to type in sales dashboard, Control A to give it a color. So I'm going to go with the blue color so it's consistent with the theme. Let's make it a bit bigger. And then you can add other text if you like. So I've just put figures in pounds. And then let's just make this a little bit smaller so it's more well formatted. Now I'm going to go ahead and create 3 other boxes. So the easiest way to do that is select your box, Control C, and then Control V, and then you can reformat it. So I'm just going to create 3 smaller boxes and make it a little bit more wider. Let's delete that. And again, Control C, Control V, and then do that one more time. You have your 3 boxes. So on the first box, I want to show revenue. So I'm just going to type in revenue year to date. Let's change that to a bigger font and a consistent theme. So the same color, same blue. And for that, I want to show this first data point right here. So I want to show this in a bar chart. So what I'll do is I'll select this data, go on Insert, go on this bar chart right here, select the 2D column, and then I'm going to delete all the information at the back and this as well. And I just want to show this particular bar. So I'm going to click this box, Control V, so I've pasted my bar, and then I'm going to put it in like this. And then I'm going to right click, I'm going to have no outline. Let's do that again. No outline, so it's easier and it looks a bit more visual. Let's change the bar color to a blue, so it's consistent with the theme. And let's change this to a lighter blue. Let's go with that one right there. And then I'm going to add the revenue figure right here. So to do that, go on Insert, go on Text Box. So text box, draw your box right here. And if you want to make this dynamic, then go on the formula bar, press equals, go to your particular data value. So in this case, it's sales actuals. Press it and then press enter. And then you will have a dynamic field right there. So I've gone ahead and updated the text formatting so it's easier to read. Another thing you can do is you can add data labels to your bars so it's easier to read. So select your bars and then right click and then add data labels. And then you can decrease the size of the text so it's easier to read. And then do the same again for the other two categories. The next thing we want to do is create another box to show the monthly sales. So I'm going to Control C and Control V. So copy this box right here. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so it covers these two. And then let's bring it down a little bit as well. This will be our monthly revenue. So the way I want to show this is through a line graph. So go back on my data, and then on this monthly sales table right here, I'm going to select my data, go on Insert, and then I'm going to select this line chart right here. And as you can see, the line is currently quite close together. One way to kind of split it out a little bit more is changing the format axis. So I'm going to right click on that, format axis. I'm going to change the minimum to 200, and hopefully that's a little bit more spaced out. So now what I'm going to do is similar to the bar chart, delete all the unnecessary items that you don't need. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. And then I'm going to copy and paste this. So Control C and then Control V back into this box right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and format it. So I've gone ahead and just increased the size of the box, and I've also made the starting position to 250 as that would actually look a little bit better. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the line. So to do that is select the line, right click, go on Format Data Series, and then on the first option right here, you'll see two buttons, line and marker. So the first one on the line, we want to change the color to a blue so it's consistent with our theme. And then on the marker one, we're going to change the marker options to a circle. So that's already a circle, which is great. So make sure it's on that. And what we're going to do is the fill will be a white color. So we're going to go with white. And the border of the circle will be the blue. So the same blue as before. And as you can see, it's a lot more easier to see and a bit more professional looking. We'll do the same with the second line as well. So now it's time for the final box. So we've got the final box here, which is the customer satisfaction. For that, what we want to do is we want to go on our customer satisfaction data. So I'm going to select all of this, go on Insert, and I want to show this in a radar or a spider diagram. So I'm going to select on radar. Some people call it spider diagram. Press OK. And then what we're going to do is we can get rid of any information we don't need. So the title, and then I don't want this percentages as well. Then I'm going to go on Control C and again Control V. And now I'm just going to format it to make it a lot more easier to read. So one way to do that is right click and remove the outline. On the color as well, so select the line itself, right click, form a data series, and now we can change the color of the line to the dark blue so it's consistent with the theme. Go on the marker, make sure the marker is a circle, so go on built in. Rather than a square, I want it to be a circle. So again, it's consistent with the line graph. In terms of the fill option, I want the fill to be a white, and I want the border to be a blue, so the same blue as before. And that hopefully will look a little bit more professional than before. So we've got that right here. And then I'm going to change the text, so make it a little bit bigger and make it black as well. So that's our final box complete. And there you have it. This is the final product of the sales dashboard. It's a lot more visual, it's a lot more easier to read in comparison to a normal data sheet, which is all over the place. So hopefully that's been useful. For any more ideas, comment down below. But until next time, keep upskilling yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next video.